continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Hello, friends, and welcome inside the Arrington Ice Arena on the campus of Adrian College and the home of Bulldog hockey. Today, ACTV proudly presents this men's ACHA Division III matchup between the visiting Blue Devils of Lawrence Tech University and your Adrian College Bulldogs. My name is Nathan Lindner, alongside Sean Whitmer in the booth, and we're glad to have you here on this Sunday afternoon. So, Sean, this is the second game of this weekend series between these two teams. The first was at Lawrence on Friday, where the Blue Devils came out on top 2-1.
Yeah, the Blue Devils won that game, and that's their 12th straight on the year, 9th straight in this against these two teams in this matchup. Blue Devils have been a dominant force as of late, and we're going to see if they can continue that dominance or if the Bulldogs can give them that first loss in the column.
Yeah, the season series, or the all-time series between these two teams has been close, 10-7 total, but 9 straight for the Blue Devils, outscoring the Bulldogs 53-11. So on Friday was the closest one, maybe a turning page in this all-time series. And that first puck drop, face-off in center ice, went into the bench. We'll do it again, as it was controlled by the Blue Devils. Unable to corral it was Walker. Now loses it in the defensive zone. Scrambling along the near side boards. Walker now has it. Flicks it to his defensive partner in right. He sends a long saucer pass, tipped at the blue line by Rand, goes all the way behind the cage, picked up by the Bulldogs' O'Rourke. Now into the corner, a hard hit by Radu, and Radu in front looking for his man loose on the crease. It squirts away, picked up by the Bulldogs. Alfonsi loses possession, but now the Bulldogs will take it back and set up their own offense. As that is a long pass and will not be able to tip by Alfonsi, will go all the way down and blown for icing.
Very fast start, 2 quick whistles, giving us almost an instant face-off after the immediate puck drop, the game-starting puck drop. We have to go to another one. Looked like we were going to have some solid back-and-forth play, but we're going to have another face-off.
Yeah, it was a good one on Friday, 2-1. Adrian scored the first one, and here's the Blue Devils with a quick chance, a backhander from Carbajal, unable to go, and that one off the pad. It's still loose, and it's going to be underneath Rex Goldberg, the goaltender for the Bulldogs tonight.
Different goaltender in this matchup than what we've seen on Friday for both teams, as it was Aiden Knox for the Bulldogs on Friday and Tim Young for the Blue Devils. Today we got Goldberg versus Foster.
Aiden Knox, who saw a lot of shots on that one, Blue Devils rather, putting up 44 shots on net. Knox able to save 42 of them, and Bulldogs only able to muster 17 shots on net, so we'll see how much disparity that will play into today, as this one is now controlled by Barber, entering the zone on his own, and now go behind the net, controlled by the Blue Devils. Ogier, now a little pass in from Sorrell. Now one escapes, and it's in the neutral zone. Dumped back in by the Bulldogs' Tyler Allen, and they go for a change. So do the Blue Devils. And that one banked along the boards. Now Sorrell has it. He's going to send one in far side into the corner. And Plaster picks up behind his own net, looking for a man in the slot, unable to connect with his person. And the Blue Devils with a chance, quickly taken away by Dorsch. That one dumped into the zone by Plaster. Apparently not, as it was called for icing. Almost 2 minutes in thus far. Only one shot on net for combining both teams. Been a lot of back and forth. Not really one team settling into an offensive possession. There were a lot of penalties in Friday's game. Total of 15, is that right?
Yeah, 15 penalties between the two teams. Adrian was 0 for 7 on the power play, while the Blue Devils were 2 for 8. There are only 2 goals coming on power plays.
Yeah, and here's a quick chance. Bulldogs, and they score! Joseph Plaster puts the Bulldogs ahead 1-0.
It's a phenomenal play by the Bulldogs, coming in off the turnover. Nice backhand pass. Shot gets tipped, unable to deflect it away from the net, and it'll find itself in.
Bulldogs striking first blood early in this one. No first period goals in Friday's contest. Bulldogs 1 shot, 1 goal. Able to beat Griffin Foster. Tie up at center, and it's still in neutral ice as the goal man, Joseph Plaster, took a tumble with the Blue Devils right. And here comes Dahl on the near side, looking inside, and he's got his man. Holmes unable to control it, now picked off by Gilbert. Bulldogs now trying to dump one in, a hard takedown from the Blue Devils. That one's in the central ice. Blue Devils now entering on the offensive zone. There's some lumber on the ice, and inside, moving in front, and the Blue Devils answer.
Blue Devils scored right away. Quick answer. Unfortunately for Goldberg, Schultz does a great job at getting that rebound and burying it right in front of Goldberg. He was unable to get anything on it. He just had to stay ready for that shot, unfortunately. Schultz puts that in a place where Goldberg can't get it.
Yeah, it was taken in on the goal line off of the Goldberg's pad and cleaned up by Schultz. And back and forth we go, 1-1 here at the AIA. Both teams showing the physicality early, laying each other out with no mercy. Here comes Lawrence, and now DRC. Looking for right, and almost a glove saved. Another chance on the rebound by Walker. Taken down hard as Tommy Walsh sent the Bulldog into the boards, and now here come the Bulldogs. Here's Daum. Enters in neutral ice. And now Grove looking for his man, and it's behind the net. Luke Radu now at the blue line, unable to keep it in, where the Blue Devils will have to retreat as Logier couldn't keep it in. Now the Bulldogs take possession. A little bit of connecting passing, won't find it. Lawrence picks it up. There's Giordano. Now Bulldogs regain possession. Little flip pass, tipped down by Simons. Working along the boards. No one team holding possession for very long. Here is Radu, and now Lawrence Tech on a shot by Gavin Holmes, blockered away by Goldberg. Lawrence still on the attack, looking in the slot, covered up by Goldberg. As it was Holmes yet again in the slot.
Both teams seem to be getting chippy here early. A lot of big hits occurring. However, the refs are letting them play. Some of these hits could maybe be called for interference or hits away from the puck, but the refs are just letting them play, seeing what happens. But refs got to be careful with that, as last time we were in the Arrington Ice Arena with D3 hockey, we've seen things get a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, far too out of hand that I really haven't seen in a long time between Bulldogs, Butler and Adrian. last week Sunday. Now the Bulldogs set the rush. Here's Tyler Allen, a long pass off the boards, not touched by Evan Bliss. Will go all the way down and blown dead for icing, or maybe not. Now Sorrell, tipped at the red line by Barber. And the Blue Devils send one in, but they'll be blown for icing, as the dump-in chance by Oda was behind the red line. Face-off between Schmidt and Schellmeyer. Controlled by the Bulldogs. O'Rourke sends it around the net. Now at the boards, both players taking a little bit of a hit. D passing to O'Rourke. He sends one in. Down and around the net. Lawrence goes for the exchange, as they're unable to do so with the icing call earlier. Now taking it is Walker. Along the near side's boards. Past the ref. Into the zone is Grove. He sends one down. It's behind the net, covered up by Goldberg.
Goldberg is doing a good job making sure that anything coming near him, he's covering up right now. That first goal was a situation where I bet he wishes he could have covered that first shot up. It would have prevented a goal. Unable to cover the first shot. He's going to cover everything up right now.
Now doing his best behind the net, or in front of the net rather. And the Bulldogs on an odd man rush, one-on-one. Here comes Gubord, and you can't lose it. Quickly taken away by Lawrence. Moving into the neutral zone is D'Arcy looking for his man. A wrist shot blocked in front by Dorsch. Now pinned along the boards. In there is Plaster and Dorsch, and now it squirts away. Lawrence's Grove takes it. Poked in deeper into the Bulldogs area. Now in front, moving in the slot. A nice move off the post, and rebound, scores! Tommy Walsh puts that one home and takes the lead for Lawrence.
As you see, Lawrence gets a little bit of a nice move inside. It looks like that first shot might have actually been scored, as the ref looks like he was trying to clarify something between the two players on which one actually got credited with the goal. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter on the scoreboard. It's a goal either way for Lawrence Tech. It matters to them which one got the...
Yeah, we'll see who got credited with the goal, as that one did hit off the post. Not sure if it crossed the red line entirely. Nonetheless, Lawrence puts it away, and they're back out on the offensive zone. And here's Holmes looking for his left-man point. Sends a shot all the way down the right. That was Barnes. Now in the far side corner, working. Into the corner. Now Bulldogs take possession. Here's Briggs Blake. Bulldog takes a spill. Holmes now enters the zone on the rush. And Lawrence, another chance, looking in front, puts it home!
It's a great finish, and it's phenomenal team play there, making sure they make the extra cross-crease pass. He buries it home. Phenomenal power on the shot.
Unfortunately, we don't have a name for number 34. Not on the roster sheet for the Blue Devils. We'll try to find it at the period break. Blue Devils again on the rush, still leading 3-1. Shot in front, covered up by Goldberg. Bulldogs already in a deficit, 3-1. Less than 7 minutes into the first period. Being outshot 7-1. Just haven't had much offensive zone time. That one's sent in, now still loose in the slot. Lawrence picks it up, sends a shot on. Was Radu and into the belly of Goldberg.
Coming into today, Goldberg had a 3.24 GAA. So this isn't something that he's unfamiliar with. He's going to let in some goals, but he's going to take a lot of shots as well. He's going to save a lot of those. 89% save percentage.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, when you let 3 in right off the bat, it kind of gets to your confidence a little bit, considering that's right at your average. We'll see how he responds to that moving forward. Now here's Allen at the red line, looking for a teammate, almost picked off by Shellmeyer. Now it enters the zone for the Blue Devils. Bulldogs will have to retreat. Still lacking that offensive zone time, still looking for a change as their whole bench standing up. Interesting to note, Lawrence bench all sitting down. That one neutralized. And now here come the Blue Devils with Shellmeyer. Sends one all the way the width of the ice. In the corner with Barber and Oda. Blue Devils go for a change, and that one will still be kept in by Lawrence. Trying to keep it in and make something of it. It was the RC. A nice pass connects with Grove, and he takes a hard hit. But a 1-on-0 chance and a backhand scores for Derek DeArcy.
As you said, big hit delivered by Sorrell. That's what Sorrell likes to do at that defender spot. He loves to just lay people out. Unfortunately, you're the defender, and you were so focused on laying out the player with the puck at the time, he lost sight of the fact that that left a backdoor pass wide open into the slot, and a great finish for Lawrence Tech.
And the Bulldogs are going to take an early timeout. Only 8:05 into the first period. Clearly, head coach not liking what he's seeing. 4 goals.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live.
They need to get more shots at Foster. They need to get their offense rolling. The unfortunate thing is that Goldberg right now, like you said, his confidence might be a little bit shaky. He's covering up every puck that comes his way. This Bulldogs team loves to get fast breaks going. They love to get going in transition as fast as possible. When you're covering up every puck, it's hard to get going as fast as possible. They love to catch teams in their line change, and Lawrence Tech just isn't making those mistakes.
Yeah, that's where a lot of their goals come from. A lot of odd man rushes, puck squirting through. And remember the last weekend series against Butler, who was Andrash had 2 goals in Saturday's win, and then the Bulldogs came out really hard, scoring 9 total goals on Sunday's contest. And now here come the Bulldogs in the offensive zone. Plaster sends it into the slot. Alfonsi. Excuse me, that was Andrash, as pre-mentioned. A nice save by Foster. Now here comes Lawrence on the rush. 4 men up to beat. And a save off the chest of Goldberg. Here's Plaster. Banks it off the boards. Collected at the red line by Lawrence. They'll send one all the way in. Right above the net. Hits off the glass. A little spin move there by O'Rourke. But picked up. And another one-time shot. Scores! Caleb Dull and Lawrence putting a statement down early in this game.
That's Dull's 9th goal on the season as well, and he does a great job at burying that one through. Goldberg having a little bit of, as you mentioned, his confidence is probably shaking right now. So we'll see if he can get things going, or if the Bulldogs are going to have to make a goal tender change.
You can see head coach having a conversation. Actually, I think they just took him out. That's Rex Goldberg on the bench right now having a conversation with the head coach, and a new goalie in and out is Aiden Knox, who we just saw on Friday. Lawrence making their presence known. I'll go all the way down. Waved off Ricing as the Bulldog touched it, and a good hustle play by Jeff Rand. Now behind the net is Radu. Dumped away from the Bulldogs and shot in net off of the pad of Knox, and still loose in front. Where is it? Covered up by Aiden Knox, fresh into the game off the bench.
Knox, the freshman, did a good job on Friday, all things considered. Obviously, he gets the loss, but at the end of the day, he only gave up 2 goals on 44 shots. So he played good. They were likely trying to give him a little bit of a break today, but at the end of the day, you need to get back into this game against Lawrence Tech. He might be your best option.
We'll see. 2 goals on 44 shots is not too shabby day at the office. Lawrence still hounding pressure. A lot of time in the offensive zone picked away as the Bulldogs just scrambling to get it out, go for their change. And Lawrence just comes right back. There's inside. Almost wanted offsides in the slot. Another chance for DRC. Already had 1 goal on the night. And a hard hit by the boards. Both players taking a tumble. And here comes a chance. Henry Darnell. His wrist shot patted away easily by Foster. Now behind the net. Blue Devils taking possession. Bulldogs finally able to get something in the offensive zone. That will go all the way down. And the Blue Devils will be forced for icing.
This has a familiar making if you look at the stat sheet from the Friday game with the shots on goal. 13-3 right now as we sit halfway through the first period. Bulldogs have to get some shots going at this netminder if they want a chance.
Yeah, only 3 shots so far. And that's just not going to get it done, especially when you have fewer shots than the other team has goals. And for the face-off, Schmidt loses it. Blue Devils with possession. Pass up at the blue line, still looking to escape out of their zone. It will now, collected and sent in by Barber behind the net as Lawrence goes for a change. Foster took control of it. Now squaring to the blue line, and here comes Lawrence. Shellmeyer with his partner in Oda. Now one sticked away by the Bulldog defense. Looking for a pass, but instead sent back into the zone. Now down. And it loses it to a Lawrence defender, or a Lawrence attacker rather. Bulldogs have to retreat. Lawrence playing a good job on defense, but more in their offensive zone, intercepting passes and really making it happen so they don't have to go back in their defensive area. As the Bulldogs go for a change, Lawrence looks to set the rush. A tipped pass will find its way to DRC. Backhanded off the boards. Now Tyler Allen controls it. He's skating with his left-handed stick. Into the middle. Here's a chance. Bubord and called for offsides.
That's one of the better chances that we've seen for the Bulldogs today. In a situation like that, you have to make sure you're onside. That way you can make a phenomenal opportunity come through for your team.
Yeah, I believe they had like a 2-on-1, I believe, something like that. Nonetheless, nothing happening with the offsides call. Lawrence back on the rush as usual today. Picked up by Tyler Allen, dumps it behind his own net. Sorrell to Andrash. Sent back in, pawed down by Sorrell. Behind the net is DRC looking for their man in the slot. That one still in the offensive zone for Lawrence. Bulldogs desperately looking to escape. Another chance, backhanded in front. And a nice save by Knox. Blue Devils still on the attack. A one-time slap shot off the skate of Sorrell.
Off the skate and out of play. Sorrell will skate gingerly over to the bench. But we did just get word that 34 for Lawrence Tech is Will Gentz. Normally wears 16. Today he's wearing 34.
Yeah, Will Gentz is the leading point getter for the Blue Devils. This face-off controlled by Lawrence. Sent in on a shot just above the crossbar on the shot from Barnes. Now into the corner with Gilbert. And Dom comes to help behind the net. Bumps into the referee. Lawrence players in there. Radu. Bulldogs trying anything. That one blocked away by Knox. Still behind the net. Looking for his man in the slot. He's got Rand in there. And shoved off by Rand was Dorsch in front of the net. Bulldogs now take control. Looking for that long pass. Can find it as Adam Hoff. Looks like his skate came off for something, trying to get to the bench. This one will be picked up by Dorsch. Enters the zone with the only one with him. Tipped at the red line. Now enters as he's sent off. Darnell unable to get things going. Moved along the boards. Darnell banked along the glass. Didn't hit the net. Will stay in play. Around the boards it goes, and will go all the way down. But also by down to get there. Being chased by Gavin Holmes behind the net. Lawrence quickly covering, and here comes Lawrence on the offensive rush. Bulldogs scrambling left and right. Lawrence seems to have all the control in the world. Hard hit there by Logan Barnes against Alfonsi. And here comes Grove. Still behind the net, looking for his man in Walker at the left point. He's got it now, takes a slap shot, blocked away by Knox. Grove looking in front. He's got two guys in the slot. One of them takes the tumble behind the net. Here's DeArce. All the defensive. Grove with a shot wide left. That was Walker. Another one fired in, takes a tumble behind the net. That one sent all the way down for an icing call.
A little bit of an update on the situation as we've seen from Hoff. He had to be helped off the ice by his teammates as his blade came off of his skate. So refs picked it up, got it off the ice in a hurry, and now they just skated it over to the Adrian bench, seeing if he can get his skate fixed so he can get back on the ice.
Back to the action as Lawrence wins another faceoff, controlling it now in the offensive zone. Behind the net. Now Rand fighting with Bulldogs. And there's Daum in there. There's a shot tipped before it could get to the goalie by Dorsch, and now we'll go all the way to length of the ice. Hustling down to make sure it's called is Trevor Logier.
As you mentioned, Daum is in there for the Bulldogs playing great defense in front of the net, and he was doing it the whole time without a stick. He was sitting there with bare hands just pushing people away, and I mean, if that puck comes near him, he's going to have to kick it because...
Yeah, when that happens, when I play NHL on Xbox or something, I call them a checking machine. You know, they just skate around with no stick and check as many people as they can. Here comes Alfonsi on the far side boards at the bench, at the red line. And that one finally dumped in legally by Simons behind the net. Bulldogs able to get their change as Lawrence will look to set up the rush. Seems like their scoring has gone quiet, even though they're up 5 goals. They haven't scored in like 8 minutes or so. Bulldogs still haven't had much offensive pressure themselves. As this one finds its way to the neutral zone, sent back in off the glass by Walker, now controlled behind the net is O'Rourke. He has a nice long pass at the red line by Schmidt. Forced back into the Bulldogs zone. They look to regroup. Schmidt in O'Rourke, and a nice flick pass. Looking for Bliss, and he's going to be called dead for offsides.
Looked like Bliss was trying to cherry pick a little bit there, get behind the defense right there at the blue line. That way he could get off in a hurry if that pass is on time. Pass was a little bit late. Bliss couldn't keep himself onside.
Yeah, Bliss and Barber in there as well at the blue line. And since the pass was from the Bulldogs' own defensive zone, that's where the faceoff will take place. Won by Lawrence, a slap shot wide right by Logan Barnes. This one's sent out in the neutral zone. Here comes Andrash with his man Bubord on the right. Takes a shot, oh good. Poked away and Lawrence able to clear, but it'll go all the way down and blown for icing.
So Bulldogs have icing, can't make a sub. Now Lawrence Tech's going to have icing. Same situation, we're going to have it down. Or Bulldogs had offsides, and now Lawrence Tech has icing. So Lawrence Tech can't make a substitution here. We'll see if the Bulldogs can make use of this offensive zone drop.
Now we'll see in there for the draw is Bubord, and he wins it. There's Plaster, a quick shot, caught into the belly of Foster. And a couple of words being exchanged and hands being thrown with Giordano and Briggs Blake in there as well. No, that's Bubord. Go into the box for Lawrence would be Dominic Giordano. So the Bulldogs will go on the power play, first one of the day for either side after we saw 15 penalties in Friday's contest. But now with the game being a little more out of hand, both teams will be playing a little more cleanly. Perhaps the more the penalties will be for unnecessary roughness or some bigger body checks, head contact to the head, boarding possibly. Nonetheless, neutral zone draw. Darnell in there, along with Radu, squirts all the way to the Blue Devils bench and picked up and cleared all the way down by Oda. Now here come the Bulldogs on the rush, one man up. Finds Andrach, he'll squirt all the way behind the net. Trying to clear is the Blue Devils. Darnell looking for someone in the slot and successfully cleared. As the Bulldogs look to set up the rush, again with the 5-on-4, 40 minutes gone, and broken up nicely by Walker at the red line. Bulldogs forced to retreat. Here comes Schmidt, gets past Walker, but none of his teammates there to help him out as they're going for their change. And that one's sent in. Here comes a chance for the Blue Devils. That's Will Jentz, the leading point getter, and he's not going to do much. But now here comes a chance in front, saved by Knox. Mitchell Schellmeyer had one man to beat. .40 seconds left on the power play. Lawrence leads early in this one, 5-1. On 5 unanswered goals after the Bulldogs put one up by Joseph Plaster. 30 seconds left in the power play, and here comes the Dogs on their last chance for a rush. Angled off the board by Simons, goes all the way down and cleared on a little slap shot from Luke Radu. Now we'll go all the way down, and one last rush coming for Adrian. There was O'Rourke, now on the far side. That one goes all the way up and hits the speaker with 4 seconds left on the penalty kill for Lawrence, who have done it well thus far.
Start of that power play, we've seen Hoff come back on the ice, so he obviously got his skate fixed. He's back in this contest.
Yeah, and Lawrence on Friday, they were able to kill all their penalties. Which one was 7 or 8, right?
7.
So yeah, the penalty kill unit is very good. I mean, they began all year 12-0-1, only loss coming in overtime. Just been dominating as well in this series, and a little bit of a hand pass from Tyler Allen, reluctantly blown dead by the referee.
Reluctant it was, and you could tell the ref did not want to blow that one dead, but he had no choice, as you can't fall to the ice and just push it with your hand.
Yeah,
you got to use your stick.
Yeah,
His
Allen,
stick was tangled up with the ref.
Yeah, he kind of bumped into the ref, fell to the ground, and then in an effort to get it out, and then the ref kind of went like, and he blew it dead. So offensive zone draw for Lawrence. One and a quick shot off the border. Rebound. Great save by Aiden Knox. Spread out wide on the crease. Lawrence still back on the attack. Adrian can't get possession. That one sent off the boards. Going back behind the net, DRC. Now Sorrell, and that one's cleared all the way down. But the Bulldogs can't do that right now. They're not on the power kill. Sent for icing.
As we look at the scoreboard, sitting at 5-1 in favor of the Blue Devils. Fans just joining us aren't aware of this, but Knox has not let in a single goal. He came in the game, and he had 5 goals already on the scoreboard for him, so.
Yeah, definitely stepping up into the spot after a good night on Friday. Only let up 2 goals on 44 shots. So he's done well in a hard hit, or a hard shot taken by Will Smith. Jumping over the puck there was Luke Radu, who's got it now, working on his rush. Here come Lawrence with their speed, really showing out for this spot. Backhand shot inside by Holmes. Good stop by Knox. Comes again. There was Gents. Still loose in front. Where is it? Inside. Now behind the net. That's Sorrell. 40 seconds left in the first period. Bulldogs desperately looking to get it out of their zone, go for a change. Lawrence not letting that happen. Keeping inside. Sorrell hounding his man. Moving inside. And a rebound. Scores!
Well, we call it the commentator's curse, right? I come in and say that he's doing a great job. Less than a minute later, one finds the back of the net, and it's off the rebound. As we have seen so far in this game, that's what Lauren Tex does so well, and they do it again there. Shot comes in. He does a great job making the first save. That second shot's off that rebound, and it's buried home.
Yeah, a lot of rebounded shots going in. Lawrence with an early commanding 6-1 lead, dampening the spirits of all Bulldogs and Bulldog fans in the arena. Couple of kids not giving up though. Let's go Bulldogs chant. Near the glass, and Bulldogs just trying to get to the end of the period. Take a rest as he'll need it. 6 seconds left. Lawrence looking for one last chance, perhaps the dagger early in the period. There's a shot just over the crossbar and will escape the zone as the horn sounds for a much needed end of the first period for the Bulldogs.
Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, we've talked about them getting shots on goal. Unsure how much it will matter as Foster comes in as Lawrence Tech's best netminder on the season. He's allowed 5 goals in 6 games played, but he's seen he's saved 115 shots. He has a .958 save percentage. He's a great netminder. It's going to be difficult for the Bulldogs to get shots past him in the first place, and his confidence isn't rocky. After that first goal that he let in, he saved the other 3 shots, and the defense is keeping shots away from him.
Yeah, he's a great netminder, and after letting that first one in, probably just a fluke. Not letting in it after that, Lawrence defense doing a great job, really not even letting the puck get past the red line, keeping all the pressure on the Bulldogs in the offensive zone, making them having to try to clear it, to go for a change, then they end up icing it, and they can't. It's just been a tough period for the Bulldogs thus far.
Going forward, I think you want to see the Bulldogs transition well and take away that defensive pressure that Lawrence is playing so high up. Like you said, they're not even letting anything get past the red line. So if the Bulldogs can get past the red line, we'll see if Lawrence is comfortable playing defense in transition, because they haven't had to all day.
Yeah, the ice is turned one way. Hopefully when we switch sides for the second period, it'll go the Bulldogs' way. We head to the second, and for this 15-minute intermission break, Sean Whitmer and Nathan Lindner in the booth. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is @AdrianCollegeTV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today, and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. And if you're just joining us, and you've missed a lot. 6-1, the score stands right now. Lawrence 6 unanswered goals after the Bulldogs, and Joseph Plaster scored their first against the good goalie and Griffin Foster. Entering the second period, Lawrence right on the way on the attack. Into the slot, no one there, is sent off into the boards. This is the pain right back, and Bulldogs, a lot of puck time in their own end. Now what you see, and there's blockered away by Aiden Knox. Subbed into the game for Rex Goldberg after he let in 5 goals and 10 shots. Now here comes Lawrence along with pass and into the zone with Logier looking for a pass inside. Can't get his man. Battle along the boards, picked up by Alfonsi. A nice pass, not able to be tipped by James Schmidt. Will go all the way down. And Schmidt with a chance in front, can't get his shot off. Good defense coming back was Logier. Puck taking a tumble all the way down behind the net. Picked up by the Bulldogs as Lawrence went for a change. Now Gavin Daum banks it along the boards behind the net yet again and intercepted. Now Oda with a chance, backhanded and covered up by Aiden Knox.
As you mentioned, for the people just joining us, they've missed a lot. We've had a game's worth of oddities just in that first period. We had someone skate break. We had a goaltender change. We had refs reluctantly blowing the whistle. A lot of things you don't see, we've seen today.
Yeah, and that shot eaten up by Owen Barber, who's feeling the pain after it. And Lawrence still back in the attack, showing so much relentlessness. Now when nearly covered up, it's underneath Aiden Knox. Another good chance for Lawrence.
Selmeyer looked like he was diving in there to try to almost like soccer head the puck into the goal as the whistle was being blown. Didn't want to give up on the play for the Blue Devils, but that's a play you don't want to see because the Bulldogs are not afraid to get physical, and when you're touching their netminder, they will defend him.
Yes, indeed. Face off between Radu, controlled by Lawrence. Now a shot sent in wide left. Behind the net, looking for his man in the slot, and Walsh already 1 goal on the night. There's a slap shot just left by Sawyer Walker. And still kept into the zone. Fought for at the blue line. There's a little shoulder hit, and in front, looking for a shot, was Jeff Rand. Skating around now off the pad. Rebound, nice save by Knox. Another shot sent in wide. Still not able to be cleared by the Bulldogs, desperately looking for a change. Picked up, weaving through defenders. Bulldogs with a good stick. We're got backhand shot, saved by Knox again. Apparently Tyler Allen able to clear the zone, and it goes all the way into the Lawrence zone. Behind the net, into the slot, picked off by Walker. Now Lawrence on the attack, flips one in. Behind the net, Bulldogs take control. Good stick work, and Lawrence comes another shot wide left after knocked away by Knox. Back into center ice, taken after a tumble by Hernandez. Blue Devils control it now, control the score, control the shots, 31-4. And here's a chance, there's Jentz into the slot, moving in. Unable to put it home as a wide open net chance for Logier. Bulldogs still unable to clear out of their zone. Looking in the slot, Jentz backhands it off, and now taken away by the Bulldogs, moving up. Here's Adam Hoff. Fresh skate, and that one poked away. Good defense by Lawrence, who come back out on the rush. Gavin Holmes, wrist shot, patted away by Knox, kept into the zone. Another shot, blocked before it gets the goalie. Now in front of the net. Bulldogs control it, hits off the boards, will go all the way down. Hand raised for icing.
Bulldogs have to do a better job at getting that puck off their stick in a hurry. We've seen down here in the offensive end for them, they had a shot opportunity that they just didn't get a good look at because Schmidt sat on the puck for too long instead of firing it away. Have to take these shots and see if you can get chaos to occur.
Yeah, trying to give the Lawrence a little bit of taste of their own medicine with the rebounds. That's where a lot of the goals have come for the Blue Devils. That one's sent in, and it will not be covered. Yes, it will be covered up by Aiden Knox.
Full line change for the Bulldogs, trying to get some fresh legs on the ice. Stamina is going to be a big part with how fast the Blue Devils have been playing today. Bulldogs are going to have to try to gain that speed and momentum going the other way.
Yeah, a little bit of a rarity when they play the weekend series that it's one day off in between. Usually it's back-to-back days where they play, so hopefully both teams well rested. Clearly Lawrence has been coming out firing. Now an offensive chance for the Bulldogs. That one hit off the Blue Devil. He's in some pain. Now at the point, here's Dom, and that one's sent off with a stick and into the net.
Well, as you mentioned, a little bit rarer to see a series split by a day, but also with how close these teams are in proximity, they were able to do a home and away split for this series. Last game was in Redford, Michigan. This game here, home for the Bulldogs. Not the result they wanted going into the second period.
Face off in the Lawrence defensive zone and blown dead just as it was dropped. Finding a new man to take the draw. It'll be Lawrence, and Jeff Rand in there, along with Henry Darnell. Lawrence takes control, sends it one hard off the boards, but it'll go too far. And no icing is waved off by a good hustle play from Radu. Now one in the slot, another chance behind the net. Radu takes it now. Walker sends one in, blocked in front. Lost and now gained by the Blue Devils. Moving through center ice, tipped, and now with Rand. Couple of players hit skates as Bulldogs take possession, go through the legs, and here comes Anthony Alfonsi, a one-on-one, trying to get through, weaves through, and and he hits the post hard.
Anthony Alfonsi skates around with his hair on fire. He's been doing it all day, and when he skates into contact, he might be the one receiving more damage from it, but he's usually the one initiating the contact. He's just doing it against a lot of bigger players. So he'll skate into a bigger player as fast as he can and hit him as hard as he can, but then he'll find himself on the ground because bigger man wins a lot of these times.
Yeah, perhaps one of the best chances we've seen after that first goal. for the Bulldogs. Anthony Alfonsi trying his best. Had Sawyer Walker hounding him on the defensive end, who flips it now up and around, and Sorrell makes a nice play to put it back in deep. That one sent a long pass, picked off by Schmidt. He's weaving through, lost his footing. Now Bulldogs, Evan Bliss. A little bit of a give and go to himself, flipped it past a Blue Devil defender. Picked up, now being boarded along the walls, and there's a shot by Schmidt, scores! James Schmidt puts one away, might have been tipped in front of the goalie and Griffin Foster. Bulldogs slowly cutting into this deficit, 2-6 now.
Schmidt does a great job, as you said, burying that one home for his 7th goal on the season. He's a leader for this team, and he led them there, getting the team's 2nd goal, cutting into this lead. Knox has only let in 1 goal today, so we'll see if he can hold them at 6 and the Bulldogs can claw back.
Yeah, 1 goal on 22 shots, not too bad. Right on pace, exactly on pace for what he had on Friday, 2 goals and 44 shots. That draw quickly sent in the Bulldog zone. Lawrence onto the rush in the offensive area, and now in front of that one off of Knox's chest. Players takes tumble, and the goal is off its spikes.
And even down by 4 goals in this game, Bulldogs fans are still getting loud. After that goal, the Bulldogs fans got loud, the Bulldog bench got loud. They were trying to motivate and will this team to a comeback, and a phenomenal comeback that would be down 5 goals after the first period.
That'd be one heck of a story. Refs discussing probably what they're going to have for dinner later tonight. Now they decide a neutral zone face-off. Right in front of the Blue Devil bench. One in the Bulldogs now with chance. Plaster, who scored the first goal, sends a wrist shot, stopped in front by Foster. Sent down to the net, and open hit ice by Hernandez. Here comes the Blue Devils. The shot blocked in front on the legs of O'Rourke. Lawrence still in front, looking for the man in the slot. Takes a tumble, and ref's arm goes up. A slap shot goes wide, tipped in front, almost went in. That's going to be Colin O'Rourke heading to the penalty box for 2 minutes for tripping.
Fans don't seem too happy about that one. We've seen an open ice hit up here near side on the boards that a lot of fans wanted to see interference, as the puck had already left that area for a good couple seconds, and that was a late call by the refs.
Yeah, he kind of put this man on one knee and then finally went down, so the ref blew the whistle. As now the first power play opportunity for the Blue Devils, who were 2 of 8 on Friday's contest. Both goals coming off of the power play. So they have their first power play unit out there. Proof successful. There's a shot just above the crossbar, hits off the glass. Now a wide pass looking for Holmes. He's got it now, weaving through defenders inside in the slot, picked off, wrist shot tipped away behind the net, and another one in front. Dangerous pass. Lawrence controls it now, D-to-D passing, finds Holmes. Going down around the net, picked up by Gents. Sent him to the boards, and now at the right point is Lozier. Holmes, and that one finally cleared by the Bulldogs, and they'll go for a change where they can finally ice it. Now when a nice long pass connects with Gents, kept it well on his stick, and hopped over the puck was Walsh. Seems like these Lawrence players maybe having a little bit of a fun time out here and hopping around, skating with some confidence after they scored 6 unanswered goals. And the Bulldogs now pick it up, and here's a chance. One-time shot, not enough mustard on that one, was Darnell. Alfonsi Sends it back in. 15 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Dogs. And behind the net, maybe a chance looking in the slot. Can't find it. Alfonsi almost had a chance. Walker clears it. Time waning on the penalty. Here comes Lawrence on the last chance. Moving around, making moves is Barnes. Down for Walsh, in front and up high, hits the net.
Both sides looking to make a change here. Line change for both teams means we're going to have a lot of fresh legs on the ice. Back at even strength, Bulldogs do a good job there killing off that power play. We'll see if that'll lead to some momentum.
Yeah, now another defensive zone draw for the Bulldogs. Ref making sure everyone is set outside of the circle before it happens, and here we go. Behind the net, that's Sorrell, takes a turn, pass. Up along the boards, kept in by the Blue Devils. Whisks its way along around the boards. Picked up by Schmidt, makes his pass. Over to Sorrell, now in front, picked off by the Blue Devils. Still working in front, and Sorrell lays out his hit. Ref wanted a call, the off the post, as there was another shot by Schellmeyer. Behind the net. Bulldogs. Schmidt controls it now. Banks it out the boards for a nice pass. Connects with Bliss. Up and over into the offensive zone. Quickly taken out of there. Another hit. Bulldogs laying out Blue Devils left and right here in the second period.
As you mentioned, the other team's coach, Blue Devils coach, mind you, wanted an interference call, which is what we've been looking at all game, and it has been called for either side at this point. The refs just aren't calling interference. They're allowing these open ice hits after the puck leaves the area. They're being very lenient with that call.
Yeah, Ken Gaffney, the head coach for the Blue Devils, on another successful year following a 24-3 record last year. 12-0-1 so far this year. As Lawrence just has been dominating all this year. And another shot attempt, looking for the one-timer in front, was D'Arcy. Already a goal today. Now here come the Bulldogs on the rush, looking for Briggs Blake in front. A wide left, another rebound. Nice save by Foster. And here comes Lawrence, a one-on-one. Here's Giordano going wide. Nice play by Daum to send him off the puck, takes him down in the process. Now in front of their backhand, almost wanted to be covered up, and now it does by Knox.
As we see physicality occurring, like we said earlier, last time we were in the Arrington Ice Arena, the refs were very tight with the whistle, didn't allow a lot of things to go, and it led to a little bit of a brawl late in the game. The refs have been loose with this whistle. We'll see if it leads to the same result.
Yeah, both boxes opening as players will be headed to them. Looks like it'll be number 10, Tommy Walsh, for the Blue Devils. Two captains discussing with the referee about the call and who will head to the box for Adrian. And there's Sawyer Walker for Lawrence. Now heading to the box. It'll be number 9, Will Smith. So we get a little bit of 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes. Halfway through the second period. A defensive zone draw for the Bulldogs, looking in front for the slot. Unable to connect with Gents. Now the Bulldogs send a nice pass, and it's tipped in the offensive zone by Plaster. Looking in front, a one-time shot just missed by Keyboard. Sent around behind the net. 25 seconds gone in the 4-on-4. Bulldogs with the only chance thus far. And yeah, nice move and nice defensive play to be sent off the puck by Johnson. Excuse me, that was O'Rourke. Take this way all the way to the Lawrence cage, and now Lawrence picks it up. Here's Will Gents, one-on-one with his man. Tries a nice move and can't get it on his stick to have a good shot. Here's Walker, D passing with Lozier. In front, nice move, and puts it home for the goal. Wasn't sure if it went in, ref signaling with the one arm straight that it was scored.
Looked like the Bulldog players didn't believe it went in either, as they were looking at the ref, trying to confirm that he was calling it a goal. He was, and this brings us to 7-2.
Yeah, just putting any harping spirits on the Bulldogs of a chance at a comeback. 5 goals still the deficit. A lot to come as just under 9 minutes left in the second period. Another chance for Lawrence. A nice poke checked away by Sorrell, who controls it now on his stick. Moving through with some speed. Going to work past Lozier. Nice chance, and back checkers for the Blue Devils, able to break that one up. Now on the near side boards, here comes Blue Devils with a chance. Nice poke check away, and in front, Schmidt had the defense working. Lawrence still looking in front. Now on the near side boards, here comes Darnell moving through, poked away by Radu. Darnell met with Lozier in that one, and both teams are back to full strength, 5-on-5 hockey. 1 goal for Lawrence in that period. And a nice play there by Down, using the paw to get it down back on the ice. The Bulldogs now on the rush. Nice poke check by Sawyer Walker to take that one away. And that was Dom taking a tumble again. Here comes Bliss. Over behind the net, controlled by Foster. Hit all the way along the boards and taken at the red line. Nice work there by the Blue Devils. Coming now is Holmes. Being hounded by Daum again. By looking in front, one time, scores! Guillermo Hernandez puts home the one-timer on an easy open net shot. 8-2, Lawrence Tech leads.
As we were talking earlier in the period, it looked like the Bulldogs might be mounting something, but momentum has swung back in the Blue Devil way, as that is just a phenomenal cross-crease pass. Nothing that Knox can do there, as he's watching in front. That cross-crease pass was wide open on his backside.
Yeah, Lawrence back on the attack yet again. Poked away, but Hernandez, who just scored the goal, controls it. Now at the baseline, moving in front for a one-time, covered up by Knox.
That might be a cover-up by Knox simply to give him a chance to breathe, as in the past 2 to 3 minutes, it's really been all Blue Devils on the attack.
Yeah, Bulldogs not really getting any pressure, has been the case all game long. Briggs Blake controls it now, tries to dump it in. Taken by Hernandez along the near side boards in the offensive zone. There's DRC in front, looking for his man in Alex Grove. Can't find him. Flipped up and along the near side boards. Now another chance on a nice connecting pass, and players taking a tumble is DRC. And another open, nice hit for Daum against DRC. Slow to get up, maybe just a little mad after taking that hit. Hitting along the boards is Gilberg in there, and behind the net, Dorsch takes a little bit of a tumble as Daum in there as well. Stick down by Hoff. Behind the net, Lawrence and a couple more players hit the ice. And slow to get up is Will Gilberg. And he's still down on the ice, so we're going to take a short commercial break as he gets up. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection.
Right. Welcome you back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. Will Gilberg up and moving around, being helped off the ice. And I'd like to give a shout out to our wonderful crew today. Hunter Reardon on top cam, Michael Hale on an action cam. Tate Wise is our director, Sean Whitmer and I in the booth. Our executive producer is Megan Abbey. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Adrian College Television. As everyone's sort of holding their breath. As Gilberg was slow to get up for about one or 2 minutes there, and he looked to resume action. 8-2 the score. Lawrence Tech Blue Devils dominating the Adrian College Bulldogs here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Puck drop and we resume action. There's Allen along the boards, looking a little timid behind the net with Rand. Then Walsh, who scored the second goal, now at the point. A large slap shot in front, looking for a rebound. Score, no! A nice save by Knox. Slowly into the zone was Radu. And now Walsh takes control. Back in Lawrence, regrouping. They still lead the shot total 37-8. Moving through the offensive zone is Radu looking in front off the iron. A little bit of a hard angle. Fake the slap shot. Did Barnes, now sends one in and cut into the glove of Aiden Knox.
As you said, hard angle on that shot that hit the iron. If he would have banked that one in, it would have probably have to have gone off Knox's back after hitting the iron in order to find its way in. With how things have gone for the Blue Devils today, it wouldn't have totally surprised me to see that one fall.
Yeah, it seems like everything's going the Blue Devils' way thus far. Only one penalty against them, 8 goals. Unbelievable job on the offensive side as they control nearly every faceoff. That one loose in the crease, looking for a shot through the slot. Knox covers it up with the pad.
Good job by Tyler Allen as well. He came in from behind Knox and made sure that he put his stick in between Knox's two pads and pushed the puck in under Knox's kick pad to make sure the ref blew the whistle.
Draw in the offensive zone for Lawrence. Lola Aaron stick and unable to corral it was Simons. Now in the territory, and here comes number 12 and blockered away by Knox. Gents passes it to right. Now inside, just wide shot. Walker with the rebound. Looked like he could have put a shot on net. Pinned against the boards. Here's O'Rourke. Bulldogs now control it. Simons, and now picked up by Lawrence, looking to be on the attack, looking for someone in the slot. Well, finally skating around is Jentz, the leading point scorer for the Blue Devils, looking in front for the one time taken away by the Bulldogs in Travis Simons. Going all the way to length of the ice. Banked along the boards, tipped by the Bulldogs and Evan Thomas. Now taking a nice connecting pass, intercepted by Walker. Goes all the way down and ref's hand goes up. We have another icing call.
We talk about fans quite often during the broadcasts and how well they, can motivate the teams and keep things interesting from the stands alone. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs today, the fans that we're talking about are when they're trying to hit the puck. They're fanning on a lot of their shots and passes right now, and they just need to make better contact.
And finally, an offensive zone draw for Adrian. Lost and trying to regain possession. In there is Dorsch. Oh, that's Barber. And Bliss, and now taking in front, Schmidt with a chance. Bulldogs on top of each other, can't get anything going. As two Bulldogs hit the ground as well as a Blue Devil. Now taken. Dorsch banks it along, can't get controlled by Schmidt. Working alongside with Walker, enters the zone, and here comes the Blue Devils. Schellmeyer with a chance, off the glove, a backhanded rebound, no, just wide. Bulldogs control now, a nice long pass towards the bench area, and Hernandez sends it back in. Dorsch, right by the ref, banks it along behind the cage, picked up by Dom. Along the boards again. Our flick pass inside for Barber, getting tangled along, and how is that not holding? As finally we have a whistle.
As we've said, everything seems to be going in the Blue Devils' favor. Three players get tangled up around neutral zone.
Yeah, it looks like the ref did call holding on that against Guillermo Hernandez.
But as I was saying, three players get tangled up over here near side right in front of the boards. All three of them go down. Two of them are Bulldogs, giving a 4-on-3 in favor of the Blue Devils.
Face-off won by the Bulldogs. Inside along the boards is Hoff up top for Giebord. There's a shot, tried to be tipped in front. Nice save by Foster. Along the near side boards and picked off. Inside now, Schmidt with a diving effort as he lost his footing. Hoff on that puck. Now Blue Devils with a chance. Here's Jeff Rand working 1-on-2 with a back checker for the Bulldogs. Henry Darnell in there trying to pin Rand. As Bulldogs hounding him, getting back, and Bulldogs on the power play. Been unsuccessful yet so far, only one penalty against them. Darnell looking in front, a nice shot opportunity off the pad of Foster. That was Adam Hoff with the shot. Here's Andrash, been quiet today. A one-time chance, had it. But couldn't get the stick in the right position, was Hoff yet again. Now in front looking for Hoff. He's got it now on his back stick. Loses it, picked up by the Blue Devils, who will clear it all the way down, and hustling for the puck is Nicholas Oda. He gets to it first, shoved off by Giebord. Tangled up, still pinned along the boards. 40 seconds left in the power play. Now it finally scorched three, kicked over by the Blue Devils, and here comes Jensen. There's a shot just wide behind the net. Barnes giving chase. Bulldogs trying to get anything going with the man advantage. It seems Lawrence has killed this penalty very well. And went sent all the way down. And behind the net, hard hits against the glass. 10 seconds left in the power play. Bulldogs' last offensive chance here. Good stick work by Jens to force a Bulldog off the puck. And here comes Luke Radu skating through defenders, weaving through easily. Couldn't find the shot. Goes all the way down and around Alfonsi. Along with Radu, who sends one in and picked up by the Bulldogs. Can't keep it on his stick with Simons. Now in front, a shot on the wrist. Confronting a rebound, scores! Derek DeArce with his second goal of the night.
And that goal was absolutely filthy. Off the rebound again. This time he goes between the legs with the backhand. No look, and still buried it home, top shelf.
We're going to take another look at that. I didn't even realize that he sent that one between his own legs. As our director, Tate Wise, plays it for us again. Keep your eye on number 20. He's in there right now. Right there, between his legs. My gosh. That may be one of the nastiest goals I've ever seen.
In the football world, they're talking about Saquon Barkley's spinning half hurdle backwards. In the hockey world, they're going to be talking about that one because he just spammed every button on his controller and got the puck to go. So when it rains, it pours on the Bulldogs, and unfortunately, the Blue Devils are having fun with it right now.
Yeah, I got to feel for their bench, having a good time coming into Adrian, riding high on that 2-1 win on Friday, putting the hammer down against Adrian today. Bulldogs desperately looking for some kind of goal on their own end. That one finds its way to the Bulldog bench, goes up and around, sent down there by Nolan Dorsch. Walker sends a nice long pass, connected with Schultz, who scored the first goal way back early in the first period. That one hit along the boards by a little bit of a cross-check of Dorsch. Still pinned. Finally, Riggs Blake squirts it free. Into the corner yet again. It's Grove. And the horn sounds for the end of the second period. Coming just as needed for the Bulldogs as the first. Lawrence scored 4 goals in that period?
Three
goals. That was 6-1 at the end of the first. Bulldogs scored the first, but Lawrence quickly answering and really putting the spirits down on this Bulldog team.
Yes, they are, and Lawrence not leaving the ice for a minute as they were gathering their thoughts and talking to each other. Will be the end of the second period, however. Might have been some miscommunication on if there should have been a call late or a whistle blown prior to the period ending, but it is the end of the period. We're sitting at 9-2. We've seen each team score in both periods. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, only one goal in each period. We've talked about them having to be more aggressive. Unfortunately, I think they hurt us, and they're taking that aggression too far as they're fanning on shots, fanning on passes, and just not playing the way that they usually play.
Yeah, I think they got to stay within themselves, play good hockey the way they know they can, try everything they do to escape the zone, get pucks deep. Obviously, that's the stereotypical thing, and they've been having so much time in the defensive area, it's just hard for them to get changes. And Lawrence just really having a good time out here, making some crazy shots themselves. Just been doing it all here.
I mean, yeah, you mentioned crazy shots. I haven't seen a crazier one than what we've seen down there for the 9th goal that we've seen today for the Blue Devils. When you go behind the back, backhand between the legs, and still manage to get it top shelf without looking, that's when you know everything's going your way on the offensive end.
Yeah, they'll definitely want to take another look at that for their highlight reel. We'll head to the second intermission, and as they get this ice cleaned up, Zamboni out and both teams heading to their locker rooms for a little chat. I'm assuming the Lawrence one will be much shorter than Adrian. And we'll head to the break. Score here, Lawrence Tech 9, Adrian 2. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you graduated.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit Adrian.
Hello, friends, and welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena for some Sunday afternoon hockey. The score stands at 9-2 in favor of the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils. Sean, what do you got?
Well, we're seeing another goaltender change as the Bulldogs are going back to Rex Goldberg, who played the first 8 minutes and 45 seconds in this game, and he led up the first 5 goals. They're going to put him back in.
Yeah, a little bit of a interesting note. Instead of putting their third goaltender in, and Brandon Heiser, as another early faceoff went out of play. So down into the Lawrence Tech off defensive zone where we haven't seen much action. Won by Lawrence Tech, and they go all the way down, slapping around a slappy puck. Both teams, and now the Blue Devils take control of it. Nice pass over to inside, looking for the one-time chance. Nice, a little too slippery, he scores! Another early goal for the Blue Devils and Luke Radu.
It's a great job by the Blue Devils in transition. They're just going to make a nice selfless pass leading to a good goal. It's hard for the Bulldogs right now as they've given up 10 goals today.
And only have 10 shots on net. Definitely one to forget. Moving into their next 2 series will be split home and away. One against Central Michigan and another against Davenport. That one coming up first. Both after Thanksgiving break, and then they get their month off for the winter break. As the Bulldogs now take back control, banked it along the boards was Bliss. Dumped far in and caught into the glove of Goldberg. Now the Blue Devils back on the attack in the offensive zone. Back in away by Barber. Still kept in by the Blue Devils. Lawrence goes for a change and still not letting anything past the red line. Bulldogs just desperate to get any sort of change in offensive going. As just the Blue Devils almost playing as if the red line is their goal, just not letting it get past and really keeping all the pressure on Adrian. A little bit of slap shot kept in by Elias Paw, and now here come the Bulldogs on the attack, quickly broken up though by Logan Barnes, who skates behind his own net. Sets up his own rush, and he's weaving through with a lot of momentum. Digging all the way and gets in front of the net, trying to take it themselves, as you might see a little bit of some nice plays from Lawrence trying Maybe experiment with some new moves and whatnot. Up to 8 goals and a hard takedown. As Plaster put the other 15 and Giordano on the ice.
Yeah, this is one thing that we've seen from the Bulldogs this year. Physicality and chippiness. That's exactly what we're getting now, as down by 8. They do not like being down by this much, feel like they might be getting embarrassed a little bit, and they're going to defend their ice one way or another. Right now, they're deciding to defend it with physicality and aggressiveness.
Yeah, a little bit on the other side of the spectrum than they were last weekend on Sunday, taking down Butler 9-4 in that one. And there's a quick shot on net, saved by Goldberg. Near side boards. Nice pressure from the Blue Devils to keep it in the zone, sending it around the net. Was Alex Grove, now into the far corner. Briggs Blake picks it up, pinning along the boards. Was Clybourne. Oh, that was down. Now picked up and put down. Looking in front for his man, and one timer unable to be caught. And Sawyer Walker will skate back, waiting for his Blue Devils to get past the blue line. Now skates in, backhand shot, whisked away. Unable to have anything behind the net. Again, looking, 2 Blue Devils been in front of the net a lot of the time. Looking for those rebounds. There's a shot off the pad before it could get to Goldberg. Shoving people into the boards is Dom yet again. Still loose underneath his skates, loose in front. No one can get anything going. 2 players hit the ice. There's a slap shot just wide right. Lawrence in front into the slot, taken away. Still kept in at the blue line. Sent in front, gone wide right past the blue paint. Walker sends another one in. Taking a hard hit was Adam Hoff. Finally out of the zone. Bulldogs still unable to get a defensive change as Dorsch takes a big hit. Trying to dish it right back. Lawrence still on the attack. There's a shot caught into the pads of Goldberg.
For the Blue Devils, in net is Demetrius Virostek, freshman out of Southfield, Michigan, getting his first action on the year.
And good for him and head coach Ken Gaffney to get him some work in this blowout, as Lawrence has been controlling the puck a lot of the night. Really in the offensive zone. So not a lot of chances for Virostek, but I'm sure they'll get a couple as the Bulldogs hopefully looking to turn this game around. And it's still loose in front. A nice save by Goldberg. There's another slap shot blocked in front by Alfonsi, and he heads to the bench in some pain. Now here's a chance. Tommy Walsh saved by Goldberg yet again.
Goldberg seems to be coming out of the net quite far. With his smaller frame, the further out of the net he comes, the bigger that net looks for these Blue Devil players. He's going to want to skate himself back a little bit and make himself look bigger.
Good point, Sean. In the near side corner, Bulldogs still looking to clear the zone. And now inside looking Goldberg, and they score!
Looks like they might have put that one right into his skate, and it bounced in off of Goldberg's pad or skate. Didn't look as clean from up here as maybe it, yeah, it looks like it likely bounced in off of Goldberg. Just unfortunate for him. That's going to be his 7th goal that he's let in today.
Yeah, Lawrence just piling on. Not like anything go, making sure they make a statement here in Adrian, as that one was blown dead for icing. The face of Evan Bliss, or sorry, excuse me, Maxim Sorrell, says it all right there, just in disbelief. And an exhausting day for the Bulldogs, coming in early for Sunday afternoon. Put up the quick goal, but then 6 unanswered after that. And there's a chance for a save by Virostek. Bulldogs finally in offensive pressure. That was blocked in front. by Oda. And it'll go all the way to the length of the ice. Here comes Tyler Allen. Controls it now behind his own net. Can't get it really on the stick. Picked up by Sorrell. Nice poke check there by Dahl. Sorrell takes it. Now Bliss passes it off for Barber. He's taken down. Blue Devils have relentless pressure all game. It's an unbelievable job by them. As they control it now, heading into the zone. Gets past Sorrell, and a nice easy chance just wide right from Logan Barnes. It'll ricochet all the way down. Taken now by Walker, and a whistle. Whistle blown dead as Logan Barnes heads to the box for what I believe heard the referee Jonesy a 5-minute major.
Major means he's going to have to find himself a seat on the team's bench, and someone else will have to serve for him.
Looks like he's going to be ejected from this game as he's heading out of the bench. Taking his place will be Nicholas Cesardi, who really hasn't done much in this game, probably the extra skater.
And while we're on the topic of Barnes leaving this game, that entire possession there in between the whistles, he was playing dirty. He got into it with Schmidt, pushed him, and then started pushing him in the back as Schmidt was trying to get up, just playing a little bit too aggressive outside of the spirit of the game.
Well, the Bulldogs will have a 5-on-4 for the next 5 minutes. And on the scoreboard, the Blue Devils have reached 50 shots on net. An unbelievable mark for any team at any level. Bulldogs desperately looking to get anything going with this man advantage. Offsides as it couldn't be cleanly handled in the offensive zone, and Sawyer Walker will now take possession. Deity passing with right, banks it along the boards, picked up by the Bulldog. Sends it back for Schmidt between the legs. Pass along the blue line, hits the Bulldogs bench and almost into the zone. Now Lawrence will take it, trying to kill some of this time. A nice long pass will clear the zone, and they'll go for a quick change as A.J. Gubord controls it behind the net. Now setting up the rush. Bulldogs only have 12 shots on net all night, and taking a hard tumble was Plaster, and cleared yet again down at the red line. Bulldogs skating through. Here's O'Rourke trying to get something going. Weaves through defender, and yet again cleared by the Blue Devils. Game misconduct for Logan Barnes means he's out of the game. They have to go change and come out. Here's the Bulldogs finally having a chance in the offensive zone after the Blue Devils have cleared it just like that time and time again. Anthony Alfonsi's stick going flying in that latest possession. Bulldogs not really having much on the offensive zone, yet still being on the power play. That one sent all the way down, was not tipped, and will be called for icing.
And that's exactly what they were looking for, that pass in front, just hoping it gets tipped on its way down past the goal. Then unfortunately not tipped, so we're going to have ourselves icing. No line change for the Bulldogs.
And defensive zone draw for the Bulldogs been far too many for their liking. In there is Evan Bliss. Takes the draw and controlled along the boards, and a big hit along the boards from Mitchell Shellmeyer, sending Bliss hard. And the referee blowing that one dead as 8 blue will go to the box.
Funnily enough, Shellmeyer was making that move and he hit him, and then he just was trying to beeline it to the bench, hope the ref doesn't see it, hope the ref doesn't get the number. Hopefully he can get off in time, but the ref was aware the whole time. Shellmeyer's going to have to serve himself a penalty.
Yeah, for another 2 minutes, and the Bulldogs now will have a 5-on-3 opportunity, the greatest chance they've had all game. Can they muster anything? When you have two-player advantage, you got to get something going, but Blue Devils have been amazing at clearing the puck all game. Tied up. And cleared yet again on a little flip pass from Walker. Goes all the way into the ice. Good hustle play by Radu. Taken behind the net. Here's Plaster. Setting up the rush. 5-on-3 for the Bulldogs. Gets through. There's Schmidt. Diving to try to get it closer. We'll find it. And now here's Darnell. Passing inside. It's loose. Hoff could have had a shot on net. Now up top. Viewboard. His shot off a shin pad. Into the corner. Plaster sends man into the boards. Now Schmidt at the left point. Sends one down and now finds its way to a Blue Devil stick who is not going to clear it just yet. They're going to try to set up a short man, odd man rush. Short-handed, taken down and in front. How do the Blue Devils have this many players in front of the net? But successfully stopped by Rex Goldberg. And offside's called before Sawyer Walker can get another short-handed opportunity.
We still have 57 seconds left on the 5-on-3. It's almost felt like the Blue Devils have had the advantage.
Yeah, they've really had the advantage all game, and even despite being down 2 players, Adrian has not mustered anything. I don't know if they had any shots yet in this power play. Nice stick work up there at the top by Nicholas Oda. Now final entry in the zone, but they'll be offsides.
As you said, not sure if they've had any shots yet. They haven't had any shots on goal during this 5-on-3. I can tell you that much for sure. And I think the only shots that they have had have been eaten up by the bodies of these 3 Blue Devils on the ice.
Yeah, Lawrence doing a great job at clogging the lanes, making sure nothing really gets to their goalie, and that one dumped in, hit the red in between the glass and the boards, took an odd ricochet and hits the net. So unfortunately, another neutral zone faceoff.
Absolutely sailed that puck out of there.
To zone 1 by the Blue Devils. They clear it all the way down. Behind, Goldberg takes control. Now along the near side, here's Sorrell. Weaving through, gets dumped off. I think one more big hit like that. A lot of these teams, a lot of these players eyeing up. Bulldogs with the chance off of the skate, hits up and into the net with 2 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3.
That's one of those rare opportunities where that puck had a chance to actually clear the ice and get over that net, ending up in an area where sometimes we'll have fans sitting. Not too many fans sitting over there in that corner right now.
Yeah, the Arrington Ice Arena had a lot more fans than usual today on this men's D3 contest. A lot of young kids, families coming here for some Saturday afternoon hockey before the Thanksgiving break coming up this week. And all of us here at ACTV hope that you, the viewer, have a great Thanksgiving. And here's another chance for Shellmeyer off the iron, off the crossbar. What an opportunity. Still, Lawrence shorthanded, 5-on-3 in front. Can't get it on his stick for a shot with Shellmeyer again. Now along the near side board, still tied up. Now it squirts free and a 1-on-0 opportunity for Gent. Makes his move, makes a man miss, and it's a good save. Rex Goldberg spreading out like a butterfly, making it happen. But the Blue Devils not done in front, unable to get to it was Gents. Lawrence Tech, full strength, able to kill off 7 minutes of penalties there after the 5-minute major. And another good move, Goldberg sprawling out, making unbelievable saves. That one wide right. As Cesardi went down, the extra skater in for the ejected Logan Barnes. On all the way down, finally into the Lawrence Tech area taking a little bit of a tumble was Nolan Dorsch in front. Blue Devils can't clear it anymore, but they don't really need to. They've just been that more skillful. There's Sardi weaving through, got it on his stick. Nice play and a little bit of a hold down from Dom. Ref's hand goes up, and now we have a penalty.
Here's that chippiness that we've talked about all day. It kind of seems to be coming from the opposite side of what we've seen in our game last Sunday that had that brawl. The Bulldogs were up by a lot and ended up having a brawl after a little bit of a rough penalty from Butler. In this game, the Blue Devils are up by a lot, and the Bulldogs are making some rough penalties that we're seeing the Blue Devils get in their face after it occurs.
Yeah, hopefully both teams here show some class. And we don't have anything crazy like that last week. Ken Gaffney, the head coach of Lawrence, I'm sure, very strict with his players. They're doing great all season, 12-0-1 as mentioned before. Still in the offensive zone is Adrian now on the power kill. There's a slap shot just wide right. Rex Goldberg with the pad save. Up top at the point. Now on the right side, there's Jens chasing for it. A missed opportunity to clear it. And in front, a nice block by Briggs Glake, but another rebound chance, second chance, third chance. Goldberg covers it up, no, he's still loose. In front, retreating into his net. Now picked up at the point. Here's Lozier. In front, Jens. Lozier with a one-time shot, saved by Goldberg. Sent just wide of the net. A nice play by Sorrell in there as well. And Will Smith. Lawrence still having the power play, man advantage. Here's Holmes on the left point up top. For Lozier, right side, Jens looking in front, tipped in, almost went in. A nice opportunity there from Alex Grove. Up top again. Here's Jens. Another one-time sprawl, scores!
Until that goal there, Goldberg had looked really good lately. Fortunately, that one gets buried home for the Blue Devils, but Goldberg had some highlight reel-esque saves in this period as of late. That's just one where he's protecting the 5-hole and everything down low. The Blue Devils are talented enough that they're going to be able to push that puck right up over top of him. And that was Gavin Holmes, just with a powerful shot from up close.
Yeah, another power play goal for the Lawrence. And that's just where all the opportunity came from. They control possession a lot of the time in there, passing at will around the outside. And here comes a nice chance. Bliss with the pad save from Virostek. Now pinned into the corner. Bliss is in there as well. Got caught along the boards. Bliss delivers a nice hit off the leg of Plaster. And bar side boards near the bench is now taken by O'Rourke. Skates back and around with some nice moves, and Lawrence making it happen in neutral ice by the penalty boxes. And there's a little bit of a hit from Joseph Plaster. Trolling his man into the boards. Now here comes Adrian on the rest. Bliss with a nice left-handed wrist shot. Blocked away by Virostek. In the neutral ice skating is D'Arcy. He's got his man in right on the left, and that one up and wide hits the glass. Sent in, caught on the skate, and almost took a tumble in a bad spot for the Bulldogs. Players hitting the ice. Things getting real scrappy here as we have 6:20 left in the third period. Couple of big hits there, and in front, nice save by Goldberg off his pad. Stick on the ground, players colliding into each other, looking for a break in the action. And that one slipped up, takes all the way down, and it's not going to reach there. Adrian will be able to change. Saves the icing call after the ice getting a lot of action here today. Not as slippery as it once would have been. Caught in a tangle was Dom. And Walsh now in front, going a wraparound chance is Radu. He's still got it now, looking for his man point. Behind and hard into the boards, and they're saved by Goldberg, loose in front, and pushing him off the puck, and behind the net. Dorsch, and a lot of niceties being exchanged here in front of the goaltender.
Walsh was in front there for the Blue Devils, just poking at Goldberg. And the Bulldogs, say what you want about the scoreboard, they're not going to let someone bully their netminder like that, so they jumped all over Walsh and created a little bit of a scrum there in front, but refs are smart enough to know what was going on. No penalties awarded. Let's keep this game going. Let's, like you said, hope that these guys can keep some class.
Yeah, 5:39 left in the third period. Both teams just trying to get to the end of this one and forget about it for Adrian Lawrence. One to remember, a couple of highlight reels. Nice saves and a unbelievable backhanded between the legs goal at the end of the second period. That's one to watch back. And now here's a chance for Schmidt. Gets through a Pyatt save, but a rebounded chance front. Almost put it home. Hit along the boards, Alfonsi. Now working with Schmidt. Alfonsi trying to get to his forehand, chips it up. It's blocked away, still loose in front. Now coming along the near side boards. Here comes Lawrence on the rush. Entering is Shellmeyer, dumps it off, but now taken away by the Bulldogs. Sent into the zone and hit off the skate of Oda. Will be blown dead for offsides.
That might be one of the only things that we've seen today go in favor of the Bulldogs. Is the offside, just unfortunate timing for the Blue Devils as it bounces off the stick or off the skate.
That one sent in along behind the cage. Briggs Blake in there being pinned along the boards by Gavin Holmes. Still pinned there, everyone pressing Y on their controllers. Now along the near side bench. There's Jentz, DDD passing with his man Walker. Goes through all the way to the middle, head down to the red line. No icing. Might have been tipped at the red line. Now Briggs Blake got it on his stick. Backhand along the boards. That one shot sent in off the stick of Goldberg. And another one lofted in off the pad of Goldberg. Easy save for him. Wasn't even going to find the net. That one's still pinned along the corner, and now it's in front. Jentz had his shot tipped, and Briggs Blake's got it now. He flips it out. Lawrence still able to keep it in. That one over and up, hits the glass behind the cage. Jentz now looking in front. Got it on a one-timer, whiffs. Opportunity for Walker. And now here come the Bulldogs. Here's Allen. A rare chance with him in front. And he gets taken down by Wright. As guess who? Adam Hoff lost his skate again. The blade of his skate went down. And here comes Lawrence Tech right on the rush. Loose in front, and it's in.
Looked like the Bulldogs were hoping for a little bit of a call there on the collision. They won't get it. And Lawrence Tech will be sitting at 13-2.
Yeah, Matt Schulte put that one away. It was just loose in front. A couple of hard bodies coming in with Alex Grove in there. No chance for Goldberg to really get up and try anything.
Schulte scored it, skated towards his bench, eating a bowl of cereal.
Just eating up these Dogs here tonight. 13-2. The score pretty much says it all. And 3:30 left in the third period. Skating now on the rush. Tipped in and behind the cage. No icing. Now the near side boards. Pin against there is a little bit of a cross check. Upside by the net. It squirts all the way down to the opposite end. Now picked up by Cesardi. Bliss takes it now. Hit along the boards by Lozier. Escapes the zone into the central ice by Dom. He sends one back in the far side, but we have a whistle first. And it looks like a penalty against the Bulldogs. The 2 minutes against Evan Bliss for tripping the captain.
Just unfortunate timing for the Bulldogs. That's going to put them in a tough spot. With the way that Lawrence Tech's been scoring today, though, he likely won't be spending the whole 2 minutes in the sin bin.
Yeah, we'll see how Lawrence Tech finishes this game. If they play a little more lackadaisical, a little more relaxed, maybe not padding up the score as much, just passing it around. And a couple of Bulldogs hit the ice there. Looks like Lawrence is going to take one more try on the power play. That one just wide left. Takes a ricochet all the way down, and Schmidt able to clear it. Collected on the stick of Virostek. Now behind the net is Walker setting up the rush with Radu, skating through center ice past the Bulldog logo with a lot of speed. One man to beat, gets him past it and takes a hard hit up top. And a little bit of shoving after the play, and they're going at it in the far corner.
And here we go again. We've seen this last week. We're seeing it again this week. This Bulldogs D3 team will stand up for each other.
Yeah, we hope we wouldn't see it again. But nonetheless, players taking exception to what has just happened. Looks like Henry Darnell will find his way to the box. The ref is escorting him. And also number 10, Tommy Walsh, receiving a penalty, but looks like he'll be ejected.
Two players in the box for the Bulldogs. The ref's got his notepad back out. We've seen this last week. Ref's going to make sure he writes down everybody's name that was involved and figure out whether or not they're getting a minor, a major, or an ejection.
Yeah, it was a lot. Not as much as last week, but pretty close. Still, probably the second most I've seen here at the IAA. Tension's really rising high, especially with the lopsided score.
Not something we wanted to see today, but it's been very, as you said, not as big of a fight, but still a little bit of scrum going on back there. I think this reffing crew may have been aware of what happened last time, and they were prepared to break that one up in a hurry. If they don't break that one up as fast as they did, it likely gets out of hand just like last week.
Yeah, finally the ref is done talking. We'll go to the bench to discuss it with head coaches Ken Gaffney.
And Suey for the Bulldogs.
We're just about done here in the third period. And very similar, almost at the same exact time. As penalties going up on the board, 2 minutes added for Adrian, a 5-minute major against Lawrence Tech.
The 5-minute major, of course, coming with an ejection. 2 ejections for Lawrence Tech today. When you're up, and both of them came after they were up 10-2. It's just a little bit of something you don't want to see. Lack of class in a way. When you're up by that much, I understand that there's going to be chippiness, there's going to be chirping going on. You can't get down to that level of getting yourself kicked out when you're up by so much.
Yeah, you got to show the class like we've talked about, and just be the bigger man and just let the scoreboard speak for itself. You don't have to say anything or do anything. Everyone in the building knows that you're the better team here today.
And the first ejection, Logan Barnes, it seemed like he was the one initiating a lot of the aggressiveness as he was doing it up and down the ice for a good minute and a half before he got ejected.
Yeah, that ejection took place about 10 minutes into the third period. Now behind the net, Vero Steck takes control. Setting up, we'll count how many players we have for each team. Looks like 3 for Adrian and 4 for the Blue Devils. So an odd situation, 4-on-3. Here come the Blue Devils. They don't need any more advantage than they already have here today. Here's Jentz, the leading point scorer. I have to say, I might have to double check on that. It's 13 goals and multiple assists for each team. And there was a chance saved by Goldberg and covered up. .153 left in the third period. And presumably the game, barring a crazy comeback that would even rival dreams. Lawrence now controls it. in Adrian's territory behind the net. There's Jeff Rand sticking it around Walker. Has it now. Rand again looking for the one-timer inside with Walker. Goldberg going post to post, defending well. Now Lozier takes a little bit of escape. Walker at the point. He's going to knot for a shot. Said Lozier, his one-time shot up high. 80 seconds left. Evan Bliss will be able to get out of his power play before, and there's a one-time chance just wide right through the crease. Skating around with it with 1 minute left to play in the third period. Here comes Trevor Lozier. Dumps it off for his man, and Holmes has also got Rand there if he wants. Over to the right side and right. Here comes Evan Bliss. Behind the net, 50 seconds left. Evan Bliss fresh off the penalty box, and his penalty, it seemed to last a lot longer than 2 minutes. And here he comes on his own rush, a 1-on-3. Can't keep it on his stick, and finds his way almost to Vero Steck and taken away by Lawrence and Tate Wright. Now takes it looking for Schellmeyer, who already got a couple of goals on the night tonight. Now tipped at the red line, and Henry Darnell able to escape the box. Bulldogs full strength. They control it now, down. Has it again. Looking. Now the near side board right by the box. 5 seconds to go. Now just about do it here from the Arrington Ice Arena. As the horn sounds. A lopsided affair. 13-2. Lawrence Tech Blue Devils pounding the Adrian College Bulldogs. I know we've talked a lot, Sean, but anything else you got here?
Not much. Rare occasion where we see the Bulldogs switch goalkeepers and then go back to the original starter of the game. Just an unfortunate loss for the Bulldogs. We'll see how they carry out the rest of their season.
Yeah, the shot totals 63 for Lawrence Tech and 16 for Adrian. And the score pretty much speaks for itself. A lot of physicality, especially near the end. Both teams all game really checking into each other and laying their bodies on the line. Not what we were hoping for in a 2-1 close one as it was on Friday. Instead, Lawrence showing out, showing why they're now 13-0-1 on the year, proving to be a very good force in the ACHA Division III level.
Yeah, Lawrence Tech is one of the best teams in the D3 level, and especially in that MCHC. They've done a great job this year. They're looking to continue their momentum forward.
That sticks banging, and that's going to do it here from the Arrington Ice Arena. Final score, Lawrence Tech University 13, Adrian College 2. From all of us here at ACTV, Nathan Lindner and Sean Whitmer, so long, everybody.